Oh no, that sack is coming to life! Oh no, there was a dude inside of it. He pranked me. Oh, never mind. Not gonna prank anyone anymore!
Is that a video for ants? What was that resolution? Mike, it's Resident Evil!
The original, well, not quite the original.
It's, well, okay, so it is a port of the HD remaster, which I believe was made for PC, but it's a port onto the Nintendo Switch of the GameCube remake of the 1996 game Resident Evil.
For PlayStation 1.
That came out in 2002, only the HD remake came out in 2019.
I agree with what everyone says. This game needs a remastering.
We're on multiple steps now. We've gone multiple steps of Resident Evil.
Yes.
Or Biohazard, as it was originally called.
Many residents evil.
You need to be careful, Jill. All the residents of this mansion are evil. So yeah, we have two options. We've got wide and original.
Okay, so you're just kind of jumping right into it right now.
We've got two options. We can either just play the game in widescreen, which is how we're probably going to play the game, or we can play it in 4:3 aspect ratio.
That's the original GameCube aspect ratio.
Yes, GameCube was in 4:3 aspect ratio.
So this is the Switch port of that game, but they've added some quality of life improvements and some improvements in the UI and just made it widescreen and high def and stuff.
It is higher definition, yes.
Which made this going to be less spooky because the low def is what made things spooky back then.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Well, I guess I'll have to see for myself because I've never seen this game in high definition.
Resident Evil.
And there was supposed to be something that comes after that.
Nope, because it's the first one.
Resident Evil, the original.
No, just Resident Evil.
All right. Ooh, and there's an alternate control scheme, so you're not using tank controls?
I forget what the alternate control scheme is. Hang on, you know what? We're gonna back out so we can hear the guy because it was really a bummer when they fired him and he wasn't allowed to do the voices anymore.
Why did you want to play the original remake of Resident Evil today?
Because I figured we played most of the other Resident Evils and we had never actually played the remake of the original.
You know, that's crazy. We have. We haven't played Resident Evil 1 or 0.
Or 3.
We played the remake of 3.
How do you... Raccoon Police Department. Well, it's weird that, like, this is before it even was called, like, Raccoon City. I think it might just be, like, a mistranslation.
Maybe. Wait, the Raccoon City Police Department didn't exist in Resident Evil 1?
No, I think it was before they called it, like, the Raccoon City Police Department.
So it's a retcon.
So it just says Raccoon Police.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it's just a mistranslation.
Oh, so now we're choosing the difficulty level here.
Yeah, I almost always go with 2.
Okay.
Like, have I beaten the game before on, like, hard? Yes. Do I want to do it again? No.
Yeah. All right.
I love that Chris has a fucking penny in his wallet. Like, I don't know if it's a lucky penny. My interpretation from this, because seeing this, you get a very clear indication of the two characters that you can play as from the very beginning of the game. Which is...
Oh, nice! I saw that!
Yeah, they got
BSAA Resident Evil 5 Chris Redfield. Awesome. Oh, and the one from... This is already great. It's incorporating Resident Evil 5 into it. It's great.
No, it isn't. You get a very clear indication of the two different characters you're playing as. You have Jill, who everything is nice and neatly organized. And then you've got Chris, who there's a penny that fell into his wallet and he never bothered to, like...
Take it out.
His ID is at, like, an angle, like he just shoved it in there. And and it's interesting to me. I don't know if it's a lucky penny. This takes place in 1998. So I don't know if...
Penny was worth a lot back then. You never know when you're gonna need it.
I don't know if it's a lucky penny or what the deal is, but we're gonna play as Jill.
All right. Is it still the original setup where if you're playing as Chris, you have absolutely no inventory space?
Yeah.
You almost always play as Jill, I'm assuming.
Generally, yeah. Have I beaten the game as Chris? Yes.
And just like the
Alpha team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No.
Alpha Team isn't already dead yet.
Nice. I remember being impressed by this remake.
I am gonna say right now, I still think the remake holds up.
All right.
I still think it looks good.
Victims were apparently eaten.
Oh my god!
The Bravo team was sent in.
You're talking about the visuals, right? You're not talking about the gameplay? Or is the gameplay
Oh, the gameplay's fine.
Okay.
The gameplay is fine if you
Bravo
like
teams
retro
have
horror
was
games.
derelict.
Gotcha.
If you like retro horror games, the gameplay is fine.
Save for the remaining body of Kevin.
Not Kevin!
Oh my god, Kevin!
He's sleeping with his blood on the outside.
We continued our search for the other members,
Hey, there he is.
and it turned into a nightmare.
It's so crazy to look at Wesker knowing what happens to him later in the series.
Yeah, Harry's technique. Harry's technique. Harry's technique. Harry's technique.
The gun on top of the flashlight.
Holding it
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Jill's doing the Harry's technique.
Jill's doing like a weird modified Harry's technique, I guess.
Who's bandana guy again here? Who's probably
Oh,
the
that's
guy.
Kenneth Forrest.
No, he's aiming his gun at the forest.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I say Kenneth? His name it's Joseph Forrest. That's his name.
One of the randos that dies. I think Kenneth/Joseph needs some help. Being torn apart by wild dogs. Get him trained, Special Agent Jill. Did she miss all of her shots, or she's paralyzed by fear and didn't fire?
So in the cutscene you can hear the gun clicking, like it ran out of ammo, but the slide isn't locked back. So I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
Come on!
Also, like she did just see her friend get devoured by dogs, so yeah,
Yeah.
maybe she's a little.
Well, he was in the middle of being devoured by dogs. Gonna stop part of it.
Hey! Brad!
Brad Vickers!
How's he going?
I'm gonna go get help!
I mean, kinda.
Chris, this way.
Chris, this way!
Damn it! Make for that mansion!
It must be kind of crazy to play these games in reverse order and then watch Wesker go from insane supervillain to more benign, almost ally. Enter the survival horror.
And that's where the term survival horror comes from.
Really?
Yep. Resident Evil coined the phrase survival horror.
Nice. It wasn't the first game in the genre, but it was the one that coined the genre.
There were other games that were similar.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
Well, how'd he get lost?
It takes a lot of inspiration from a game series that I believe is called Sweet Home. That was like a point-and-click style adventure game.
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
The dialogue at this point seems a little stilted, but back in the day, it was such an improvement over the original. It blew our minds how much better the dialogue was.
The dialogue was so much better in this game than it was in the original. Like, okay, hang on.
A dining room.
But no one's dining. How strange.
Just play like 10 seconds of the dialogue from the original when you go into the mansion, and then the audio here.
Yeah, the original, like, Jill, this way. No, don't get eaten.
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris.
So welcome to the Resident Evil remake for GameCube, ported to Switch.
Welcome to the Resident Evil remake for GameCube, ported to Nintendo Switch. So, if I remember correctly, the only difference between the alternate, the only
Type
difference
A,
between
Type
the
B.
alternate and the modern control scheme is that the alternate control scheme is when you hold a direction on the stick, you just automatically sprint. You don't have
Okay,
to
so
hold
no
down the
tank
button.
controls. That's kind of.
I
yeah.
mean, it's still tank controls.
Wait, no, you're not tank controls. You're using the control stick to move around.
Yeah.
It's still got fixed camera angles and everything, but it's not tank controls anymore.
No, it's still forklift controls because forward on the control stick always moves you forward regardless of what direction the camera is.
Ugh.
So, if I want to go, oh wait.
Are you sure?
Okay, alternate also changes that. I don't like that. Yeah, alternate also changes that. I don't like that.
What are we talking about? So, you're playing on the alternate, and so forward.
Now the alternate makes it so that the direction you press on the control stick is the direction your character moves in the world.
Right, a more modern control stick.
Yeah, I want alternate.
You want the tank controls.
I want tank controls.
I mean, tank controls are kind of what give it its the clunky controls are what make it more difficult and therefore more horrifying.
It's gonna take me a second to get used to it again. Hang on, we're gonna run around really quick, and I'm going to save here.
Using your limited amount of typewriter ribbons?
Yeah, dude, you get so many typewriter ribbons.
You get so many. You think they added more ribbons to this?
You get so many.
Okay.
Oh, I already have a save here.
Well,
Whatever. I'm gonna save here because I'm gonna try to show you something that I don't think most people have seen.
Trying to go back out and go meet Wesker?
No, that is a thing that a lot of people see because they immediately like go back out through the door.
I'm lost. Let me go ask Wesker for directions.
And then Wesker's like, go back in there, and you go, okay.
You keep on trying to go out.
Yeah.
Just kind of running around now. Oh, wait, cutscene.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Smells and tastes like blood.
Someone spilled their strawberry jam.
See if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
So there are several ways to deal with like the first, I guess like engagement here because there is a zombie that shows up. So.
Also, it's kind of crazy that Barry's just kind of crouched over that blood stain, like, I'm investigating, and he's just like, what, poking
Yeah,
it?
he's just looking at it.
Doing like a DNA analysis with his DNA analysis machine.
Yeah, he has one. He's making sure that Chris is the right blood type.
That gunfire. I'm counting on you to investigate, Jill.
Sure thing, Wesker.
Okay, bye.
Wesker's, like, vest setup is actually pretty legit.
Yeah.
If you're primarily using a handgun, that's actually a pretty legit chest setup. Alright, so you go back out in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
You go talk to Wesker.
I think I know what you're gonna...
Wesker tells you to go look at
Barry.
it. You go talk to Barry again. There's a
Shrug. I got blood in my hands.
man, Jill, you got like a tissue or anything? I know that you're a woman, and that means that you usually have them.
It's kind of a stereotype. I'm not familiar with that one.
Where's your purse?
Oh,
Barry wouldn't be doing that.
Got cold feet already?
Yeah.
That's not like you.
see if you can complete Resident Evil without actually playing the game challenge. All right.
So you do that, like basically you try to leave a couple times.
Oh, okay.
And then you get this cutscene, which most people have no idea even exists.
Right, I'm aware of this. In case you didn't actually go in there because you fucked around too much. Ooh.
You! Freeze! Get away from him, Jill! He's insane!
You don't know that?
He just came through a door. How do you know he's insane? I mean,
He's gross looking. Stand back, Jill.
What the hell?
We better report this to Wesker.
Right. Because normally there's like a really iconic scene where you go find the zombie eating somebody's body and he turns his head slowly.
yeah. Normally there's that like really iconic scene where the zombie slowly turns his head, which we'll just.
Okay, sure.
I just like most people have no idea that cutscene even exists.
Are you aware of the cutscene in which you go see that zombie eating the guy and then you run back out and let Barry take care of it?
Yeah, that's usually how I do it.
It's to save ammo, right?
Yeah.
I saved ammo for future use. Thanks, Jill.
This was not the first Resident Evil game I had ever played. I think the first Resident Evil game I had played was Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I think a lot of people started with that one. I know I did.
I had not played the original when I played this one.
It's pretty rough.
So imagine my surprise at playing the original, or playing this, and then going back and playing the original.
Oh yeah, going back to see how the roots of the.
I have played through the original.
Really?
I I did it out of spite, basically.
Not out of morbid curiosity, out of spite, eh?
Yeah.
All right, here it is.
Which also, this cutscene is in the original, and it actually looks really cool in the original for what it is. And this cutscene is a kind of a reference to I believe it's the Sweet Home games.
Sweet Home?
Yeah, they have a cutscene that's very similar to it.
Oh, all right. Because that was a precursor to the
Yeah, it was like kind of, this is, I wouldn't say this is a spiritual successor because it's not even the same team.
Yeah, still.
But it's,
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it.
Stand down! Didn't even give verbal warning? Escalation of force? No? That means nothing to you, huh?
dude, he's got a 44 mag, he wants to use it.
When everything's a nail.
What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing.
Though, I mean,
Let's
to
report
be
this
fair,
to Lester.
Jill did just see that dude eating Kenneth, so like it makes sense that she would just be like, yeah, Barry, just shoot it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is cannibalism a crime now?
Yes, it is. It always has been.
Oh. Why didn't anyone tell me? Let's go report back to Wesker. Wait. I forgot that weird cutscene. Like, he gets back up. Okay. Uses the door and closes it behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No other zombie does that in the game.
There's a couple that open doors, I think.
I mean, basic zombies usually don't, though. Just, oh, yeah, Barry.
Wesker!
Wesker left us.
Jill, help me look for him. But let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
Do you want to know the speedrun strat for how you handle this part?
Do tell, yes. You try to go upstairs, and he says, no, get back down here.
No, you go upstairs, you turn around, go back downstairs. There, now you've looked around.
That's...
That's it, because like literally, as far as the
Barry.
game is concerned, once you
Jill.
reach the top of the
No,
stairs, you've checked
nothing.
upstairs.
Okay.
What's going on around
Strange.
here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris and now Wesker.
I remember when I played this game in
We
2002.
can search for him separately.
I kept thinking like,
I'll
oh
investigate
man,
the
Barry's
diary.
the old dude.
Okay,
Barry's
then
like the
I'll
old
try to
guy
go
on the
on
team.
this.
Haha, old man Barry.
Old Barry.
He's so old. And then I
Easily
realized
get lost. Let's
last
start from
year,
the first floor.
Okay.
I think I had known about it before,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I looked into it again and I realized that Barry
You
in this
better
game
use it.
is 38 years old.
Yep.
And last year I was the same age as Barry.
We're older than old man Barry.
I am the same age as Barry. You got the lockpick. Yeah, another reason why it's better to play
I
as
may
Jill.
need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Seriously though, fucking props to Barry for one, being as jacked as he is. Like, dude is actually jacked.
Oh, yeah.
Two, running a 44 mag competition revolver as like his STARS weapon.
Is that standard issue for stars? We made a special request.
Well, Barry is like the STARS team's like expert. He's the one that helped design the Samurai Edge pistol.
Ah, yes.
And so props to Barry for one, using the one, being jacked, two, using a competition 40, and it's not like a combat 44 mag, it has a massive counterweight under the bottom of it. I guess maybe Barry just shoots competition regularly, and he was just like, you know what, no, I'm part of STARS team, I can do whatever I want, so we're gonna, I'm just gonna use my,
Just does whatever he chooses because he's
Yeah.
Barry. Who's gonna tell him no? So this game uses fixed camera angles, which is a staple of the series. Didn't change until Resident Evil 4, which is why Resident Evil 4 was, one of the reasons why Resident Evil 4 was so damn revolutionary. It's because it ended this, a bit silliness, honestly, but there were limitations of the series.
I like the fixed camera angles. That's one of the reasons this game still continues to look as good as it does. Is because of the fixed camera angles. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy.
Yes, the cutscene, and then Jill falls over.
Jill
sideways.
falls over a lot in this game.
Right, because there's an unlockable costume where you can see under upper skirt.
I don't know if that's necessarily the reason, but
That-
she falls over a lot.
If it wasn't the reason, so be it, but it definitely got the teenagers' attention back in the day.
Wait, did I not have? All right.
No
well-
knives.
No, I had. I just picked one up. Oops. I keep pressing the wrong buttons.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah. There's the map.
Oh, you know what?
You have to change your control scheme.
So I've been playing this on PC.
Oh.
I've been playing it on PC, and all of the buttons, all of the face buttons are reversed.
Oh, okay. I don't know if there's a way to remap them in the GameCube era Switch port game.
There might be. Hang on.
Hold on, Mr. Zombie. Stand still. I have to change my controls. Doesn't seem like it. No. Type D. Type E. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's E. Yeah.
Why let you customize your key bindings? Just have like 29 from the drop-down box.
No, I want this one because then the Z controls are aiming and firing.
All
so
right.
I guess. Oh, that's right. I wanted the defensive items on auto.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay, so it's definitely changed on the PC port. Man, that's gonna throw me off.
Do you want to play the PC version instead? We have the Switch hooked up, but maybe the PC version will be the one they gotta use.
You know, it'll probably load faster than it was on the Switch as well.
Come here, Mr. Zombie. Get stabby stabbed. Yeah. Yeah, try to eat my ankles now.
Yeah, can't do anything. Can't do anything now, can ya?
Ammo conservation technique, yeah.
And then this is literally the only time I'm going to use the knife for the rest of the game.
Wow, he took 20 stabs.
Dude, it sucks using the knife in this game.
Jeez, I don't remember it being that bad, but... No, I honestly don't remember it being that bad. And I used to use the knife quite often.
It sucks using the knife in this
They
game.
nerfed the knife? Maybe my memory's bad.
Nope, it just sucks using it.
Huh.
You were just willing to put up with a lot more tedious bullshit in video games, apparently.
I guess so, yeah. There's a map of something in here, and...
Yeah, it's a map of the mansion.
Ah, yes, map storage inside the statue. Silly esoteric game design back in the day. Made sense. It made sense. No, it didn't.
It's like I've said before. The Resident Evil games were like puzzle game, or they were like
Yeah, they're absolutely puzzle games.
they're like point and click. They were more akin to a point and click adventure puzzle game than.
Broken up with a little bit of zombie stabbing. You know, normally that door opening animation is supposed to mask the loading zones, but feels like the loading zones are a bit extra.
I'm wondering if we should play it on PC.
I don't know. Were you thinking of doing a full playthrough?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you might want to make sure you've settled on which format you want to use, because if the PC is going to be way more fun for you. God, the slow slashing animation. Then you check out down here behind the stairs. Yep, there's a secret area. Surprise!
It's not really secret because you end up going here.
Right. Oh no, it's... Wonder what's on the other side of that door!
Who knows? It could be anything.
Maybe it's Chris's whales.
I don't remember Chris sounding like that, but...
It's whales. Yeah, I remember a fair amount of this game because I remember beating it as Jill. Is the glitch where you can duplicate grenade launcher ammo still in the game?
I don't actually know if it's still in the game. It might be.
Because that's kind of the only way I was able to defeat... Wow, the loading zones. Come on. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the grenade launcher duplication glitch to give myself a whole bunch of infinite incendiary ammo. The corpse of Kenneth is holding something. Ah, a video cassette.
What? Okay, so Kenneth had a video recorder on
The zombie
him.
was killing him because he didn't want the zombie secret to get out.
I don't know why he would be holding on to the tape, but it might just be like a mistranslation.
Maybe. You'd think they would have fixed it after having ported this and then porting it again and remastering it.
Dead guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a corpse collapsed on the floor like it was an instant death. What the hell happened to this mansion? He probably saw a zombie, had a heart attack.
Who knows?
So be it.
Could be anything.
Well, there's some green plants. I'm gonna eat the plants I found in this mansion.
Yay, green herbs!
Kind of a weird placement, like kind of right in front of the chairs. You'd think they'd be off to the side, but they really wanted you to find those plants.
Well, the scientists put them down.
Ah, okay.
That's gonna throw me off. I'll get used to it eventually.
The controls, yeah.
Green herb.
Nice. You say you didn't want to play this on PC because the PC was limited to the aspect ratio?
Yeah, I figured out a way to make it work, so we probably could have just played it on PC.
Oh,
but
okay.
if you don't own it and you haven't downloaded it, then we'll just continue playing it.
All right. Yeah, I never played the original PlayStation 1 version of this game, or the PlayStation 1 version of Resident Evil 3 either, for that matter. It was all Resident Evil 2 for me, baby. Oh, I remember this though. Yeah, I do remember the original. I keep calling this the original, but it's not the original. It's the remake. I remember the remake.
This is
They added the zombies that come back, the Crimson Heads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is one of the few times that I think the remake is better than the original.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's not a rare thing for the remake to be better than the original. That's why they remake it.
Is he dead?
No, I don't think so. The blood's not coming out of him. That's normally the telltale
Yeah, it
sign.
is.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yep, he dead.
Oh, all right. Yep, blood came out. Bullets go in, blood comes out.
Oh, that's right. I don't have another magazine. I love that. So this is like one of the first rooms that you end up going to in the mansion, and I love that they put mirrors so that you can see down all of the hallways.
Oh, yeah.
So like you can see that the zombie is down there, and it's kind of to help you like get used to the layout of everything.
Yeah, like the camera controls, the fixed camera angles. That's actually a good idea, a good game design choice. I hadn't really thought of that. It's nice to be able to look at this when you're older and be able to appreciate the things they did. Oh, arrowhead head. All
Yep,
right.
we got an arrowhead now.
Okay.
Oh, magazine.
Very handy. Yeah, I definitely remember. I always felt a little cheap in this game. How like if you didn't do your job good enough, the Crimson Heads would be they'd just be such a drain on your resources. It feels like it punishes you for not playing optimally. Like if you're playing good, then you're playing good. But if you're playing bad, then the game becomes. You know, like, that's also in addition to the ink ribbons being limited. So like if you use up all the ink ribbons, you can't save anymore. Beat the rest of the game without saving. So it's the kind of game that does punish you for not being good enough at it.
Wow,
I'm assuming I'm hitting it. I can't see.
Oh my god.
Oh god, there he is.
Nope.
You still have the quick
Nope.
180 turnaround, I believe, which wasn't in the original Resident Evil 1.
No, it wasn't.
It was only introduced
You
in
dead?
Resident Evil 2. It's pretty. Don't waste ammo. I noticed right now that there's no UI indicator on screen. There's nothing telling you how many bullets there are. Nothing showing you your health.
Nope. Everything is. The wrong way.
It's kinda
Everything
cool, but
is.
It does mean that you have to keep in mind how many bullets are in your firearm.
Yeah, you shoot it till it's empty.
That's also a way to do it. Is it farther enough over? Okay, there it is.
Hiya!
And I broke
Jill,
something.
been in a mansion for 10 minutes and has already just started destroying things.
She's already eaten the plants and destroyed the statue.
Eating
and
plants, destroying statues,
killing dudes.
just being a menace.
It's like someone unleashed Link in a vase warehouse. There's your firearm.
Look-
Stars.
look,
9mm.
It's the Samurai Edge pistol.
Is it a 9mm?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a Beretta 92. It is a Beretta 92 Brigadier
Not an
model.
FS?
Nope, not the FS. It is the Brigadier model. I believe it's still an F, but it's the Brigadier model, which means that it is a reinforced slide. The slide is substantially thicker. The easiest way you can tell a Brigadier model is if it has this kind of hump on the slide right in the middle, right in the midpoint of it.
Okay.
This is the second game to feature the Samurai Edge pistol.
Right, it's kind of like a recurring Easter egg or a callback.
The first, what do you think the first game to feature the Samurai Edge pistol is?
I honestly don't know.
Resident Evil 3.
Oh, okay. So this is a forward callback. They retroactively added
Yep.
it into Resident Evil 1.
In the original Resident Evil, the Samurai Edge pistol is just a Beretta 92. They have a incorrect name for it. They call it the Beretta M92F.
I remember that, yeah.
Which is not what it's actually called. It would just be the Beretta 92FS, or it would be the Beretta M9.
So you've beaten this remake game a couple of times, probably quite a few times. So you're just kind of going through the motions. You know exactly where to go and what to do.
I wouldn't say that.
Arrowhead goes here. Thank God you found that earlier. Put the arrowhead here. Yes, I completely forgot about this puzzle. Is this a new one? I guess I just don't remember this one. Not as memorable as the Tiger Eyes, I guess.
I don't know. I think it's pretty memorable.
Down into the graveyard crypt thing. Oh, I remember this angle dealer hallway. Yep, I remember this. I remember this. Yep.
I think they did a really good job. I think this game still looks really good, personally.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone who would dispute that.
I think it still looks really good. We'll take the Book of Curses, yes. One of the things that I think is really neat is they actually went to the trouble to make all of the ammunition in the magazine hollow points.
Oh, all right.
They didn't need to do that, but they did. And like, I think it actually, you can't see, yeah, you can see pretty far down in there for how many rounds are in it. Oddly, the witness holes don't seem to work, but the hole for the magazine catch works, and then you can actually see the spring in there.
I witnessed no bullets through the witness holes.
Does
that model update? If you only got one bullet in a magazine, do you think that model updates?
No, because the magazine is just the ammo you're carrying.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. I think they did a really good job modeling the stuff in this game. I think the Samurai Edge is probably the best looking one.
Yeah.
Out of all of them.
There is a coffin suspended above you.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that.
Held up by 4 chains.
That definitely. Oh yeah, there's 4 chains holding on to it, and there's 4 indentations over here. But I'm sure that won't be relevant later. I wouldn't worry about it.
No, it must just be a coincidence.
Yeah.
Book of Curses. So you don't actually read it. You crack it open and find the
Writing of the Next World. Oh boy, I can't wait to read this.
The title, Book of Curses. Oh, there's a key embedded on
No,
it.
we'll take the key first.
Okay.
I got the mansion key.
Can you still read the book? You can.
Of course I can.
Oh my.
The 4 masks. A mask that speaks no evil. A mask that smells no evil. A mask that sees no evil. A mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all 4 fall into place, evil will awaken.
Yeah.
And it will take up residence at the mansion.
So everyone remember those monkey statues, the 3 monkeys, one's covering its eyes, see no evil, and then like speak no evil, covering its mouth. They left out the 4th monkey, the one that's covering it, that's kind of pinching its nose, the smell no evil. People don't know about it. There's a smell no evil monkey. All right, back to the mansion, I guess. Wait, nope, there's a thing in here.
Yeah, I want this thing. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
No, not going in? Okay.
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. It's fine. I don't want that thing. It's probably linens anyway.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to go in from the other side. All right, well, now that you got nothing, I mean, you got a small key.
Well, yeah, we got a key now.
The diamond key.
No, it's the sword key.
Oh, right. There's an engraving of a sword.
Yeah, you gotta rotate the key around for it to tell you what it is.
I see. Well, this opens the doors that have sword lock emblems on them, and there's also a shield and probably a few more. I can't remember exactly. Sword, shield,
Sword, shield, armor, helmet.
Pokemon Y. Okay.
Whee! One of the things that I think would be a huge improvement to this game is if the doors said, so they're locked.
If
you can get through a door, it's blue. If you haven't examined the door yet, it's gray. And if the door is locked, it's red. And I think one of the improvements that could be made is if the doors just said what key goes to it.
Yes, because you still have to keep your own log of which doors require what kind of keys. I believe future entries in the series will tell you on the map what key is required to open which doors. But
Yeah, they start telling you later. They just don't do it initially.
honestly, it would just be grateful that this game is keeping track of which doors are locked and unlocked, because I don't think they originally did that.
No, they didn't do that. They also didn't show you.
What rooms still
They
have
also
stuff
didn't show you if they still had stuff in there.
Yeah.
I believe Zero started telling you like what the items you left behind were. Which was nice.
Have you ever beaten Resident Evil 0? Because I have not. That hasn't been remastered or remade at all either.
I have beaten it, but it was a very long time ago, and I really don't remember it too well.
Didn't feel the need to go back. Oh, I remember this hallway.
Nuh-uh, no you don't.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen in here. What are you talking
This is the
about?
hallway.
No, it isn't.
I remember.
There's nothing in this hallway.
The hallway where you find the knife. Yes, that's what I was referring to. Absolutely. The dagger. Yay!
There's nothing in this hallway.
Yeah, this hallway. Yeah, this game was definitely a subversion of itself. You think you know this game because you played the original Resident Evil 1. But there have been a couple of times, I mentioned the Crimson Head earlier, but there's a lot more things that people that are familiar with the original game wouldn't be expecting. This game was scare the pants off you, kind of unique.
It didn't really ever feel scary to me, but...
No?
No, not really. Yay, lockpick! Alright, which door is that? That's not the map button. That's the map button.
Yeah, still trying to figure out the controls. I remember this game being very frustrating. As I mentioned earlier, because the Crimson Heads, if you're playing poorly, as I usually did, then the game gets a lot harder for you.
Oh. I didn't mean to go in here.
Well, we're going in there. It's the
I was
bathroom.
just checking it.
This is the bathroom. There's a bathtub, and you got to drain the bathtub. I remember this room.
I was just checking it.
Yep, it's a bathtub.
I was just checking the door. I was just checking it. I just wanted to check the door.
It's crazy. I haven't played this game in over a decade, possibly two, and I still remember bits and pieces of this game.
It doesn't look like it's been serviced in a while. All right, let's check the bathtub.
What are you, a plumber? Stick your hand down there.
It's full of dirty water. No, I'm not James Sunderland.
Remove the plug. Yep, jamming your head in there. Jamming your head in there.
No, it's probably got a little chain on the plug,
Oh.
so you can just grab the chain and go. Doop.
How fancy. Yep, there you go. Oh my god, there's a ceiling fan.
And then a zombie comes out of the bathtub!
I've never seen a bathroom that has the ceiling fan directly over the bathtub. Oh god, he's got puke coming out of his mouth. That was so gross. Step on him, Jill. Kick him. Alright, there you go. That'll do.
No, Jill, that was just giving him what he wants. He just wanted to be stepped on.
Uh-oh, Jill got sick in the oh no, she's just dry heaving apparently because it's clean still. Another dagger. Okay, that was.
They're not gonna animate all that.
They're not gonna add Jill's puke.
Bathroom
that'd be gross.
is all right. Well,
Our bathroom is clear. We have 100% of the bathroom.
hopefully nobody goes into that bathroom later for any reason, because there definitely won't be a Crimson Head in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna go back in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, like I said, this game was kind of tough, so I always relied on the duplication glitch to get myself like infinite incendiary grenades. And I was able to beat it not too bad. I know part of the horror is supposed to come from having limited ammo and everything, but I think even if you give yourself infinite ammo, the game can still surprise you and shock you and horrify you and surprise you. Maybe that's just me, though.
I beat it without infinite ammo.
Well, congratulations. I may have too, but it's been over a decade.
Ah!
Oh, hey! You left the plant down there too. No, don't kill him! Oh!
Ow!
He puked on you. They animated that
Stop it!
puke. God,
Holy crap!
Wow.
I got stuck in a fucking loop.
that guy had so much puke in him. Well, go downstairs and eat that herb. Oh, yeah, all right. Oh, he's not alone.
Yeah, he's not
Oh,
dead.
he's not even dead. Jeez. They eat up so many of your ammo. And this is why I give myself near infinite ammo. Yeah, that took a lot out of you. Just go ahead.
Oh, I should have mixed those together. Oh well.
Are they more potent if they're mixed together? I don't think they are.
Eh.
All right. Well. I just like using the mortar and pestle. That's all. All right. Yeah. So trying to conserve ammo didn't really work on that guy. It's a very tight area. A lot of close, very small hallways.
See, he's right over there. So we're just gonna.
I can hear noises. I can hear the gnashing of. Nope, that's just sloshing in his boots. 4, 5 shots. Whoa!
Hey, I don't have to burn him.
Lucky, lucky, lucky.
That is incredibly rare that happens.
But it's very handy that it does. Yeah, this game is a lot like a puzzle game in the sense that you do have to go burn all the bodies. It's kind of tedious.
It's funny to me that in the subsequent Resident Evil games, the Samurai Edge is treated as this, like, god tier pistol that's just, like, the best pistol ever made. And in this game, it's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's just the basic pistol that you start with.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, a flask. I was thirsty. Will you
It's a fuel canteen, Mike. Why on earth would you think it's a flask? I know it looks like a flask and it's decorated like a flask, but why would you think it's a flask? Special instructions for the disposal of dead bodies.
Convince them that it's a flask and they'll drink it.
We have new information regarding those beings. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent them from becoming active again. Currently, there are 2 known methods to cease their resurrection: incineration, destruction of the head. If further methods are discovered, you will be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light it with, which you'll need to find by yourself. Good luck, assholes!
Wow. So they already knew things were going south here. More ammo! Oh boy!
I like ammo.
Yeah, me too. There's the near infinite. Actually, it is still limited. The fuel canister.
The fuel canister is limited. It has
10.
I think it has 5 uses total.
Damn, that's not very many uses at all. quite a few more zombies than that, but so be it. And of course, here's your limited 8 inventory slots, 1 taken up by your gun, another taken up by ammo, and then 1 taken up by a key. Oh, it's always so frustrating, the limited inventory slots. I never liked it. I was always a big opponent of them.
No, they're your favorite. You love them.
Ugh. I would play as Chris more often because I'd be like, oh boy, I could be Chris Redfield. I love Chris Redfield. And then like he's got 6 inventory slots. Like, oh good, I can't carry anything. I love running back and forth to the item containers to get the item that I need. Yay.
To be fair, you do still end up doing that as Jill.
Yeah, just less so. I love this relaxing safe room music. I love being lured into a sense of security that'll never be penetrated. Not in any other Resident Evil game. There's always security.
No other Resident Evil games will they ever violate the sanctity of the safe room.
I would never be betrayed by the relaxing music. Honestly, though, it is a nice reprieve, especially in the early game where this might have been like really heart-pounding and shocking and stressful, and you know, this is a nice little break. All right, so there's this guy right here. He's dead.
Yeah, we'll have to take care of him later.
Well, you're not gonna take care of him now. You got the fuel, right?
Nope, I need a lighter.
Oh, that's right. You don't have the lighter because you got the lockpick. Right.
I unlocked it. Which one is this? This is... I can't remember which one this is.
Your outfit was flickering a little bit there.
That's because there was lightning.
Oh, thunder reflecting out of the window. I see.
Yep.
I see. So it's a very big mansion. Man, who lives here and doesn't take care of it? Oh boy, a plank of wood!
I want the plank of wood. Give me the plank of wood.
Come on, Plank, let's go! Plank says he's ready for adventure.
That is the worst Johnny 2x4 impression I think I've ever heard.
I also haven't seen that in like a decade, so that's my excuse.
Open. It's locked.
You need the armor key. Of course you need the armor key.
Why wouldn't you need the armor key? One of the reasons that this game still like holds up now is because all the backgrounds are pre-rendered, so they could use, at the time, all of the GameCube's rendering power.
Yes.
To basically just animate like the characters and the things that were on screen as opposed to the backgrounds.
Backgrounds are all static for the most part. There you go. Combine the red and the green herb to make a full health herb mix. Nice.
I'm just gonna leave those ones behind for
I'm
now.
sure there are notes that tell you how to do that. We haven't found those notes. And again, if you just kind of take a lot of damage and eat all the herbs, and you got no healing items for the rest of the game. There's a lot of different ways you can soft lock and screw yourself over in this game.
I think I went the wrong way.
Possibly. It's a very big mansion. It's very big. Man, if you tried to play the Resident Evil games from start to finish, like chronologically, start with Resident Evil 0 and then Resident Evil 1. These are the old school GameCube games. But then you can pop over to the more modern Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remakes. And you gotta go back down to 5, then you gotta play 6. It might just skip 6. Then you gotta play 7,
don't play
8.
6. 6 sucks, and then 7 isn't a Resident Evil game, and neither is 8.
Yeah. Oh, I also forgot about Code Veronica, which is absolutely a Resident Evil game in the mainline series, just doesn't get a number. Because of some nonsense back in the day.
Wow, the dog whistle! Today, Sir Spencer told me to hide something where no one could find it. Well, I had this idea. I figured if I could somehow have it protected by a dangerous animal like the vicious canine that lives here, no one would be able to get near it.
Great idea!
Exclamation point. As far as I can tell, the mutt is always hanging around on the second floor balcony on the west side of the Why is the mutt hanging around the second floor balcony?
Is that where he's patrolling? Yeah, how does he climb up there?
And he ought to come running at the sound of a dog whistle. This is where you come in. The thing is, I reckon you're the only person that can get near that damn dog without risking a serious mauling. Which means that only you can put this collar on him. The object that Sir Spencer wants hidden is concealed inside. You're the only person I can trust with this. Of course, you'll get something out of it as well. Remember that certain item you've always wanted to get hold of?
Oh boy!
Well, in exchange for your services, I just might be able to get it for you. This could work out well for both of us. John told Boothman.
I've wanted a toothbrush for so long, my teeth are rotting. This is how I get it.
John told Boothman.
With the worst teeth around!
A chessboard carved from ivory.
The game appears to have ended in a checkmate. Has it, though? I mean, there's so many pieces still on the board.
I think that you don't want to carve a chessboard out of, like, bar of soap. I don't think that's a good idea. It's not going to last very long.
I mean, what, it's going to melt? Maybe.
An old-fashioned gramophone.
Oh,
wow. An open journal. The pages are blank. Botany, uses of medical herbs.
Oh, there you go. There's how you learn how to use your...
It is a well-known fact that there exist many plants that are credited with medicinal healing powers. Since ancient times, mankind has been healing wounds and diseases using various plants.
Back when dirt was medicinal.
Botany, double ellipses. In this book, we will sample 3 herbs that are native to the Arklay Mountains and briefly outline each of their medicinal qualities. Each herb has a distinct color and a distinct medicinal quality. The green herb recovers physical strength. The blue herb neutralizes natural toxins. However, the red herb has no real effect by itself. We've found that mixing green and red herbs results in a magnified effect.
Wait, can you eat red herbs by themselves and get no benefit from them?
Yeah, if you don't mind dying.
Oh, so there is an effect.
Well, no, I mean, you'll die eventually.
Okay, that's not helpful.
We'll all die eventually.
Yes, that is entropy. That's how entropy works.
Yeah. We will outline the effects of red herbs when mixed with other herbs when we have more data. Meanwhile, feel free to experiment on your own, because like experimentation that makes the herbs a lot better. For true knowledge, it's only acquired through experience.
Yeah. You figure out which ones are poisonous by you find a yellow herb, see what that does.
Will you take the lighter? Yes, I will take the lighter.
There you go. Now you can set bodies on fire.
It's a lighter. Lighter of lighter. And Y.N. Hudson since 1985. Don't
Words are
play with
carved in
fire. No, there aren't. Where are the words carved into it?
They're.
I don't see "Don't play with fire" anywhere.
It's on the inside. You gotta pull the lighter stick.
Unless
out
that
of it.
says "Don't play with fire," but
Yeah. No, you can't read that.
that's a dog whistle. It looks like it's carved out of either a horn or a piece of wood.
Oh, I love how it's taking up an entire inventory space.
It's a dog whistle.
Dog whistle,
You
same-
gotta make sure you know where it is.
Same size as a plank of wood. Oh, there's a thing on the inside, and by thing I mean nothing.
There's a paper attached on the inside. Nothing is written on it.
Cool. I thought you were gonna use that plank of wood to barricade the windows, but I guess that's not how you do that.
Why on earth would I use a plank of wood to barricade windows?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Do I want to be here?
In this mansion, probably not. It's awful.
Oh. Hey, we're back here, everybody.
All right, I looped around.
We're gonna go this way now.
I don't hear anything shuffling out around here. There's no zombies.
Because it's all dead.
All right.
It's all dead!
It's as it should be.
All of it is dead, Mike. Why would it be shuffling?
When does Leon show up? He's my favorite.
Leon doesn't show up in this game.
Boo.
Leon hasn't been born yet.
That's okay. Chris is actually my favorite, so it's fine. Ah, yes.
An unlit fireplace. Well, if it's an unlit fireplace, I guess we'll just have to light it then.
Throw your key in there. Soft lock yourself out of everything.
No, fortunately you can't do stuff like that.
Eat the pie. Throw the key at the Yeti instead. There you go. You got the map for this floor too.
There's a map of the mansion's second floor. Take it? Yes.
There you go. You got the map. Yay.
Yay!
Well, you're not going to stoke that fire? You're just going to let it burn out?
No, it's fine. It's doing what it's doing. That fire isn't hurting anybody.
You're leaving that fire unattended. You know, it could cause a hazard. You know, it might set things on fire.
One of the zombies will come by and attend to it.
Just throw himself in there. Make it easier for us.
I mean, there's a bunch of candles in this mansion. Who's lighting all them candles?
Fair point, fair point. Look at all those pictures. Ah, fond memories. Wait, you're not gonna set that guy on fire?
I don't have the fuel canteen yet.
Oh, I thought you got that while you were in there.
I did, I just don't have it with me, so I gotta go back to the room to get the fuel canteen.
Why didn't you fuel it up? We were in the room already.
I did fuel it up already. I put it in the inventory box so that I didn't have to carry it when I didn't have the lighter yet.
I forgot. You didn't bring it with you because there's no room for it because there's inventory space limited. Well, you're not gonna use the dog whistle ever, so.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna use the dog whistle now.
Yeah. I
What-
mean, I suppose limited inventory space makes sense because they're trying to get you to run between these hallways over and over again so you get familiar with them and get comfortable with them so they can, you know, pull the rug out from under your feet on your 50th run through the hallway. But it's still kind of tedious. Not a fan. All right.
No, it's amazing. It's the best thing ever. If you don't like it, that means you're stupid.
I guess I'm stupid because I don't much care for it. Use canteen of alcohol. Not taking any chances.
Oh, yeah, for some reason on the Switch version, there's achievements. Even though the Switch doesn't have achievements, so there are achievements on it, even though it doesn't have achievements.
You know, achievements are fun and they can be used in great ways, but all too often they're done in stupid ways. Like, you got scared, pop-up, ding. You died 3 times, ding.
Yeah, you get an achievement for dying.
Yeah, I've turned off. On every platform that'll give me notifications for unlocking an achievement, I have those turned off.
I don't think there's any way to turn them off on this.
Well, that is unfortunate.
I'm going
Nintendo, your
to-
consoles are always like 2 generations behind in terms of like power and also quality.
The doorknob looks like it's ready to fall apart. Go through anyway? Yeah. I think if you go through this door 3 times, it breaks. I think it breaks on the 3rd time.
Oh yeah.
When you go the wrong way through the door.
And you're gonna find it.
Oh, hi, how you
Friend
doing?
who can fix your door. Yes, the door repairer guy. 4, 5.
Stab him, Jill. Jill, why aren't you stabbing him?
Use the knife. We have auto attack turned on. Okay, apparently you didn't feel like use the knife. I'm saving knives for future use.
Yeah, Jill, you were supposed to stab him. Why didn't you stab him? It was back on manual.
Didn't hit confirm, did ya? Keeps on going manual. Yay. Everyone's done that. Everyone's done that.
You should have used a knife, Jill. You have 3 of them.
I'm collecting them, you know, for important boss battles.
I'm not gonna use that yet. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna check. It's locked.
The Spencer family emblem. I don't have the key there either. Guess we'll keep on walking around then.
Oh, I didn't think this would be open. I forgot that this was gonna be.
What's up?
I've heard that door opening sound effect before. Uh-oh. Hang on.
You didn't bring the whistle with you. This is where you're supposed to use the whistle.
No, it isn't.
Oh, okay.
There is a dog out there, but it's not where you're supposed to.
I don't want to whistle at that one. No.
No, that's just a normal dog. That's just a normal dog that's going to hurt me very badly.
We gotta keep that dog alive because he's gonna goes to help out Leon in Resident Evil 4. All right, where are we? Okay, somewhere around there. All right, back out here, running down the angular hallways.
Yes.
Man, this is a old mansion where people used to have like twisting hallways that go everywhere. Now you go to a rich person's house and they got like giant rooms that lead into other giant rooms, just wasting space.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? Hang on, let me see something.
Yes, this is room 35 that I also don't use. I have to keep it heated throughout the winter, but you know, I can afford to just waste money heating rooms no one ever uses.
You know, I wouldn't think that this mansion. God damn it!
We're not expecting the
Stab him!
All right, there you go. Use the knife. Yay!
Oh, he's dead.
That startle you? Is that what you said?
No, I just forgot. The moment I thought, oh, you shouldn't go through this hallway backwards, is the moment the dog jumped through the window.
Right. Which are absolutely horrifying for anyone who's played this game and didn't know it was coming.
Oh, I might die.
No, you got the knife. You'll be fine.
No, she only does the knife animation on the dogs when, Okay, now I can use it.
Yeah, there you go.
She only does the knife animation on the dogs
Whoa! Oh!
when the dog pounces on you.
Oh, okay. Now when it's biting the arm off.
Nope. There we go. Now the dog's dead.
I assume. Yeah, you can't even see the enemy you're shooting at.
When the dog makes like the monkey noise, that's how you know the dog's dead.
So there's a lot of people clamoring for a remake of this game, and I know you say that the game still holds up, but I feel like there's a lot of people that would appreciate a more modernized, remade version without the fixed camera angles and tank controls.
I went the wrong way.
Oh, okay. Well, guess we're going back that way then.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of think Resident Evil 1 should just stay a third-person fixed camera angles game as opposed to being yet another over-the-shoulder third-person shooter.
Yeah, well, that's what some people might have said about Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. And Resident Evil 4. A lot of people said that about Resident Evil 4.
I mean, I really like Resident Evil 4. Mm-hmm. I think Resident Evil 4 is very good.
Are you talking about the original or the remake?
Both of them.
Okay.
I think they're both very good. I think that for better or worse, Resident Evil 4 is the game that changed how every Resident Evil game
Yeah, it definitely
was
solidified
played
the
after
series.
that.
Yeah. Made it more of an action survival game.
And that is for better or worse. I screwed up.
Yeah, people are going to have different opinions about that. You screwed up because you're lacking ammo, or...
I forgot that the dog does not show up until... I forget when.
Oh, also, this is where you get more fuel. You know, refill up your...
Yeah, there's fuel in several spots.
That's not a boiler. There we go. There's just kerosene. There you go. Yeah, I could have sworn there were more than 10 zombies you needed to set on fire.
There's quite a few.
Red herb stockpile.
Yeah, for better or worse, Resident Evil 4 was the game that changed every subsequent Resident Evil game.
Mm-hmm.
Take this. Chemical to use on plants.
Chemical to use on plants. Yeah, just use that chemical on those herbs, make them super strong. No?
Huh. Weird, the dog didn't jump over the fence, but alright.
Alright.
Whatever, I'll take it.
I remember when the Resident Evil 4 remake came out and everyone was talking about that. Yeah, it was kind of a big thing. A lot of people felt very strongly on that. A lot of people liked the original, think it didn't need to be remastered, thought it was maybe doing a bit unnecessary to remaster that game.
I like the remake.
Yeah, and I'm sure if they remade this game, you probably like the remake of Resident Evil 1. The re-remake.
I don't know, there's other ones that they could remake first. I think it would be better if they remade 5 and made it less stupid. Or if they completely remade 6 and changed literally everything about it.
Just make an entirely new game.
If they just made an entirely new version of 6 that didn't suck, I would be pretty excited about that. Because 6 is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
6 is not a good game, and it's not a good Resident Evil game.
Yeah, as we said before, they could remake Code Veronica or Resident Evil 0, but I also think Resident Evil 1 is also a good candidate for being remade, because, you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea.
It definitely saves and loads things faster on PC than it does on Switch.
Sure.
But I mean, it is the Nintendo Switch, so what do you expect?
Yeah.
It doesn't have any problem running the game. It just doesn't save or load things very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.